What's up, y'all? Wanted to share this meme a friend of mine just sent me. When you think about $1 million homes, especially as a kid, or maybe even here lately, how many of you think of a huge house like this, when in reality, the house really looks like this? In this video, I'm going to show you what $1 million will get you in the suburbs of North Metro Atlanta. I'm Rip Pruitt. I am a local real estate agent in the Metro Atlanta area, and my channel is all about living around Atlanta and, of course, real estate in the Atlanta area. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you're thinking of moving to the area, you know who to call. So if you saw my last video, which I'm sure you did because my videos are riveting, then you heard me talk about my top 5 picks when it comes to cities in the North Metro Atlanta area. So today, here's what I want to do. Let's see what $1 million will get you in each one of those cities. All right, first up is Alpharetta. Let's see what $1 million can get you in Alpharetta. So this first home is very northern Alpharetta. It's almost on the edge of Cumming, but it's still Alpharetta. Home's listed at $1.16 million. Now, I will give a disclaimer. The value of this home may be inflated a bit. There's no maybe about it. It's definitely inflated a bit because of its location. So if you saw my last video, one of the locations that we talked about that was a very cool development was called Halcyon. Halcyon is right off Georgia 400. It's this mixed use area where you've got tons of amazing restaurants. You've got a lot of cool boutique shops. You've got a big grass area, community hangout area, and you have some residential around there. So this home sits right next to Halcyon. You could walk to Halcyon. So you're going to pay a premium for this, but it's still a beautiful house. So let's check this out, see why it's priced at 1.16. Okay, so 1.16, like I said, it gets you an amazing location. You can walk to Halcyon, enjoy all those benefits, but even though the house is priced a little high because of the location, it is still a beautiful house with amazing details. Check out the living room. I love the shiplap accent fireplace. You've got the wood beams going across the ceiling that breaks up. I love how it used to be this huge thing to do built-ins beside the fireplace. They've gone out of style, so what you have here is an alternative where you have the floating shelves, the cabinets, and then I love they have the windows, so it opens it up more. You don't feel so closed in on the built-ins. Another thing I love about this house is the kitchen. Here's why I love the kitchen. One, it's huge, tons of cabinets, but you've got this great eat-in kitchen. People love that. They love to have their formal dining room, but it's just so easy to be cooking breakfast in the morning, throw the food on the bar top. Kids come and just eat at the bar top. It's in and out. It's quick. It's easy. It's got this awesome accent tile coming underneath the vent hood. That is very popular right now to just kind of break up the monotony of the backsplash. And here's another reason that I love the kitchen. Is because of the size of that pantry. Look at that pantry. I know it's crazy. I see $1 million homes all the time where the pantry is like a closet. This is a walk-in closet. It has what you really need, and that is people love hiding their small appliances. They don't want the coffee maker. They don't want the air fryer. They don't want those things on the cabinets for their guests to see. So to have a pantry big enough to be able to hide some of those things, huge bonus. And besides having a lot of other cool rooms, a great primary suite, the bathroom is amazing, some very cool updated tile flooring, some great patterns coming on. But another thing that I love about this home, I'm a big outdoor, indoor space kind of guy. And so to have this back porch step beyond screened in back porch, right? So you still have this outdoor feel, but it is climate controlled. You got heat running out there, you got air conditioning running out there. So you get the vibe of this outdoor outdoor screened-in porch while getting all the luxuries of it being an indoor screened-in porch. So again, great layout, some great rooms, but that's what you get for a prime location in Alpharetta for $1 million. All right, so that was Alpharetta. It was North Alpharetta. You drive about 5 or 10 more minutes and you would be in Cumming from that house. Now Cumming, though it sits right beside Alpharetta, it's still a little bit different history, different development pace. Cumming, you're going to find a lot of development on the south end and the main part of Cumming. Once you start getting a little further north, you have a bit of an expanse where you can find properties a little bit bigger, not so much development, but not to get off track too much, but just above Cumming is Dawsonville. Dawsonville used to be really nothing up there other than Dawson Forest, but now that area is developing super fast. So you have Alpharetta here on the south, then you have Cumming, and then you have Dawsonville above. So Dawsonville is developing pretty fast, starting to hit northern Cumming. Alpharetta has been developing, hit South Cumming. South Cumming is starting to get developed. So not too much longer, that North Cumming where you can find land, you can find more acreage. In the not too far distance future, you're not going to be able to find that as well. But let's take a look and see what we can get for $1 million in Cumming compared to Alpharetta. All right, let's take a look at Cumming and what you can get for just under $1 million. Now, this house might be a little bit bigger, a little bit less money than Alpharetta, but this is still another primo location. So again, know that this home price may be inflated just a little bit, and here's why. One of the biggest lakes in the southeast, Lake Lanier, a large portion of that lake is located in Cumming. So this home basically sits on the lake. Now you may not have lake views, but what's pretty common in Cumming are neighborhoods beginning to be built. So what happens, they build them on the lake. They can't get dock permits because on Lake Lanier, the Corps of Engineers runs the lake and they are limited by how many dock permits they give out. It's getting harder and harder to get a new dock permit. So what happens is new home builders on the lake will build these neighborhoods and then they will have a massive dock with multiple slips. And so the purchase of a home, you'll get assigned one dock slip. That is what this house is. It is not necessarily on the lake. You're not going to be able to just walk into your backyard and get onto your own private dock. But if you want that lake life for a lower cost to be able to enjoy that, this is the perfect scenario. So listed at $995,000, just around 3,500 square feet. Let's take a look at this awesome lake home. All right, so let's take a look at a couple of favorite things on this new construction home. One, I love it because it's new construction. It can be a little bit of a bumpy ride when buying new construction, but in the end, if you can have patience, not get too frustrated, you get a home that's brand new, typically has a few different warranties on it, smells like a new house. But check out this living room. I love this living room. You've got the white brick fireplace with the natural mantle, and then look at that ceiling. So they're taking like a Coford ceiling to a different level. When you got the natural wood with the recessed LED lights, it's awesome the way it complements everything. It's got the wall of windows. That is one thing about this house. I love all the natural light that comes into it. So talking about natural light, check out this room. It's some type of off the side sunroom. You've got windows going down both sides of the room. My wife would love this. This would be our coffee, morning, reading a book type of room. We are in Georgia, so fireplaces are not needed too often, but somebody needs to tell my wife that because if it gets below 70 degrees, we're starting a fire. She just loves the ambiance of it. So what a great room you've got with all the light coming in. You've got its own separate fireplace, beautiful morning sunroom to enjoy coffee, to enjoy reading, really any kind of activity, to tell you the truth. I would love it. I would be on this room all the time. So again, fireplaces galore. If the beautiful fireplace in the living room wasn't enough, if the fireplace in the sunroom wasn't enough, let's take this party outside because guess what? We still have another fireplace outside. So love this. It's just another kind of 3-season room. Really in Georgia, 4 seasons if you get that fire going. Just another beautiful place in the house to be able to enjoy the outdoors, maybe be able to hear the boats in the distance. Awesome spot. I'm making an offer on this house right now. Hold on a second. So again, being a guy who loves being outside, I love this side of it, is being on the lake. So you can see this is the type of dock I was telling you about. You're not going to find a dock this big on just a single home. This is going to be a neighborhood shared dock. It's got multiple spaces. You can see here, it looks like this is about an 8-slip dock. So again, all the conveniences of being on the lake without the work of having to move your dock in and out, with having to repair your dock. You may have to go a little bit further. You can't really drive your boat straight to your house, but it's close and you don't have all the upkeep out of dock. And to be on the water with a dock slip for under $1 million, it's actually a great deal. So there you have it. That's what you can get for $1 million in Cumming. All right, now here's what we're going to do. We've seen all these cities, North Metro Atlanta area. So just to give you context, we were in Cumming, showed you what $1 million would get you in Cumming. That is right here. It's located off a major highway called Georgia 400. And now if we take, this is called Highway 20. If we take Highway 20 and we drive another 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how far we're going into Buford, then we will run into Buford. And Buford is convenient to other highways, interstates, two of them being 985. Interstate 985 is a big interstate, and then Interstate 85 is a huge interstate, goes to multiple states. So now let's talk about what can you get for $1 million in Buford. All right, let's talk about what you can get in Buford for just north of $1 million. Now your money's going to go a little bit further here than it did in Alpharetta and further than it does in Cumming. So the other two homes that we talked about in Alpharetta and Cumming were right around the 3,500 square foot mark. This one is just over 5,000 square feet. So let me show you a couple of things that I like about this home. All right, let's talk about what you can get in Buford for just over $1 million. Here's a few highlights that I really like about this house. One, it sits on almost 2 acres, which is amazing to find. It's going to give you some good privacy, all that good stuff. It has a pool, a killer pool we're going to check out. And also one thing that I love about this home that's pretty rare to find in this price point is it has a 4-car garage. So great for family, especially if you got kids driving, so you're not having to do the car shuffle in the driveway. You can pretty much get everybody to park in the garage, which is super nice. One thing about this home, if you're an open concept person, you will love this home. It's very popular, the whole open concept floor plan. Some people don't like it. They still like the more kind of chopped up style. They find it more cozy. I like the open floor plan, but this has a great open floor plan. It's open to the living room, to the kitchen, to the dining. In fact, the kitchen I really like. Here's why. Once again, it has the eat-in kitchen. You've got 5 bar stools that can fit at the countertop, which is super nice. It's big, it's open, it has plenty of cabinets while also having some floating shelves. The wood beam accent is very popular now, the white with the gold fixtures. You can see the gold faucet, the gold handles, the honeycomb tile is very popular right now. A lot of times I don't like it when just hardwood's in and tile begins, but the way they pulled this off looks really good. Here's a shot of that open concept I was telling you about. You're standing from the kitchen. You can have the conversations with folks in the living room. You can have conversations with sitting at the bar there, or you can turn just a little bit and have conversations with people in the dining room. Complete open concept, beautiful layout. Now, it may seem a little silly to feature a laundry / mud room when it comes to showing a home, but this room just struck me. It's unique, it's beautiful, it's got a great transition. So check this out. It's your mud room. I would imagine you're coming in from the garage. You've also got your laundry there with the sink, tons of cabinets. You've got your spot where you can sit, take off your shoes, put them up. Just very cool room, very well done. Again, this home has some great spaces, great primary bedroom, great secondary bedrooms, has an amazing basement. They've set up a spot for a workout area. It's a complete in-law suite. If you have a family member that needs to stay with you, the basement has its own kitchen, own bedrooms. It can stand on its own, so that's a great space. But let's get to the best part of this house. Let's be honest. This pool, as great as this house is probably the top for it all, the crown jewel of it. Check out this pool. It looks like a neighborhood pool. You've got a gazebo gazebo on the right that provides great shade, some tables, and then look at this structure over here. I'm not even sure if I'd call it a pergola or a gazebo. It's not quite a pool house, but it's beautiful. The pool is gunite, tons of coping around. It looks like you have 3 waterfalls for aesthetics as well as just great sound. Just hearing those waterfalls is relaxing. It's peaceful. If we look at this gazebo even closer, beautiful tongue and groove ceilings, a huge exposed beam. That's awesome. You've got grill is vented out over here so you're not smoking up the place inside. You've got your outdoor kitchen going on, your big screen TV, tons of seating, another fireplace over there. I mean, this is a entertainer's dream. And actually it looks like the venting going out is a pizza oven. Obviously no pool cabana is complete without your own pizza oven. Not only do you have plenty of seating at the bar top, but you also have a lounge kind of chill out living room area over by the fireplace to just enjoy. Maybe you don't want to get in the pool today, it's too cold, but your kids don't care what temperature it is. It could be sub 20 degrees and they want to go swimming in the pool. You can sit over to the side to watch them to make sure they don't freeze to death. All right, here's the aerial view of this property. If you're wondering what 2 acres looks like, it was very well thought out. As you can see, they planted trees across the front, the side, the back, the other side, so you have complete privacy. It looks like your next door neighbor has their own pool, so they're not going to be knocking on your door every day of the summer asking if they can come use your pool. So great area. That's what you can get for just over $1 million in Buford. It may not have that primo location where it's located right next to Halcyon and Alpharetta, or it's on the lake in Cumming, but again, you got 2 acres and a resort style pool, so you can't go wrong. Great deal. It's also bigger than the first 2 homes I showed you, so great option is Buford if you're looking to burn just over $1 million. All right, next up on my list to show you $1 million homes is Suwanee. So you can see on the map, we were at Cumming, we drove over Highway 20 into Buford, and now we're going to go just a little bit south into Suwanee. So let's check out what can you get for $1 million in Suwanee. All right, so let's look at what you can get for just over $1 million in Suwanee. Now, Suwanee is one of those towns where your money's not going to go as far. It's a little bit higher demand. Your money's not going to go as far as it would in Cumming or Buford. It may go just a little bit further than what your money would do in Alpharetta, but let's check out this home in Suwanee. All right, here's a great example of what you can get for just over $1 million in Suwanee. It's a beautiful home. It is what I would call a cookie cutter example of a regular 7-figure home in Suwanee. You're not going to have a huge lot. It's a good size home, just over 4,500 square feet. It's not as big as the home in Buford. It's still going to have your open floor plan, but there may not be any wowing moments. It's going to be a beautiful home. It's going to be nice, but there may not be moments where you just go, wow, that is $1 million home. Let's take a look. I'll show you what I mean. So you can see it still has the open concept. The kitchen is just over to the right that overlooks the living room. The dining room is not completely open to the space. It's just right around the corner, but it's got the coffered ceilings in the living room. It's got the coffered ceilings in the dining room. Beautiful layout, great stone fireplace. Again, open, nothing super wowing for $1 million, but beautiful home. It's got a large kitchen. You've got your double ovens with your microwave stacked on top. Again, plenty of room for an eat-in kitchen to enjoy it. Overlooks the living room. Great kitchen and nothing wrong with it. Is it over $1 million kitchen? Well, it is in Suwanee. Still beautiful, but you may like that Buford home better. I don't know. So again, you've got a large primary bedroom, beautiful accents on the ceiling. They did this combination of kind of a tray ceiling with a coffered look, kind of a fake beam type look. Beautiful. It's got a large primary bathroom. You're also going to find this home on a basement, full basement. It is unfinished, but you finish that basement, you're adding a lot of square foot to the home, probably talking about an additional 1,500 to 2,000 square feet, making this home even larger. Now you're talking about a 5,500 to a 6,500 square foot home. Starts getting very large very quick. All right, let's take a look at Duluth. Now, we started over at Alpharetta. We went up north to Cumming. We went west to Buford. Then we went south to Suwanee. And now we're going to Duluth. We'd have done a complete circle if we hit Johns Creek. Johns Creek, another great community. I'll tell you about that one another day. So let's check out what do we get for $1 million in the city of Duluth. All right, so as we were looking in Duluth for $1 million plus homes, the inventory was actually pretty low because there's some great destination spots in Duluth. You could hit up Sugarloaf Country Club. A lot of times you can find in the low millions, and it's in a TPC golf community. If you're a golfer, you know what that means. If you're not, it doesn't even matter. There's also downtown Duluth. The nicer homes down there, you're looking at around $1 million. Even some of the townhomes are approaching $1 million when you're downtown Duluth. But again, no homes came up. Now I am showing you a little bit lower price range, so get excited. Instead of $1 million, we're just over $800,000. So let's check out this home. Super cute, super cool. You can see up in the corners where the peak of the soffit and the fascia is, you've got these craftsman style details with the natural wood. Really sets off with the brick and some of the shingle siding there. So let's take a look at some of my favorite parts inside. So this is a new construction home. Again, you get that new home smell, you get a warranty on it, you get all these cool things to go along with it. And what I love, it seems like open concept is the theme today. Open concept kitchen into the living room, into where there's a fireplace that anchors that living room. You can see you've got tons of natural light. You just got a wall of windows. So again, beautiful open concept, hardwood floors. Let's take a look at the primary suite as well. So the primary bedroom is going to have that tray ceiling to make it look a little bit more grand. And then you've got the primary bathroom, beautiful tub inset in the tile, big window overlooking the tub, and as well as a big, beautiful walk-in shower, multiple body sprays. They've done this home very well. It may not compare to some of the other $1 million homes that I've shown you, but also keep in mind, this home is almost $200,000 plus less than some of the other homes I showed you today. So it's a little bit more affordable. And though this may not be right downtown, it's pretty close to downtown Duluth. You still should be able to walk to downtown Duluth, enjoy all the advantages of being close to downtown Duluth, the festivals, the restaurants, all that great stuff that you can enjoy in downtown Duluth. Also, another plus for this home is it is located in Evanshire, has gated areas of the neighborhood, so promotes a little bit extra safety. Again, convenience. So we may have not found some good options for the $1 million, but just under $1 million, you can have a beautiful new construction home right near downtown Duluth. So if you're thinking about moving to the North Metro Atlanta or Atlanta itself, give me a call. I would love to help you out. Let me know what you think. Is that $1 million? Is it going as far as you thought it would? Is it getting you that mansion you dreamed of as a kid? Or is it leaving you wanting? Are you a little disappointed? Hey, please subscribe to keep up with real estate in the Atlanta area. Thanks for watching. Love y'all. Peace. God bless.